Hey folks, I've cut out the Rhodes mic. I've cut out the middleman. He's not being used. He's got to go back to the music studio. I'm using the Zoom mic, the H6, which of course is the pinnacle of mobile sound recording. It's like a beautiful piece of equipment. It's really heavy. I mean, not really heavy so that, it's awkward to lug around, but heavy so that it doesn't blow off the table and stuff like that. It's a very stable piece of kit. Now, it's got two mics at the top, the X and Y, and they point sideways, so you're not getting all that popping. I can't believe I had this mic all along after all the dramas I've had for the last 2 weeks. So I'm in the four-poster bed. I'm not recording on the H6 at the moment for this recording because, unfortunately, the Spreaker app for iPad only allows for one microphone input, and I couldn't figure out that there didn't seem to be any way to change it from the mic on the actual iPad. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm doing this podcast on the actual iPad, but I did fiddle around with my settings and I turned up a volume. So I'm wondering if I can get a better. I'm holding this quite far away from the mic, from my mouth. I mean, did you hear that noise? You can probably hear that. But I'm hoping it's kind of got rid of those terrible mouth sounds that I've been giving you all for such a long time. I just haven't thought about it really. So much improved, hopefully, audio. The other thing you can do if you want a really smooth, beautiful audio is use the H6, use the Logic Pro or whatever other interface you've got on your iPad. I mean, I'm absolute slave to Logic Pro, I'm afraid. And you can record it directly onto Logic Pro, and then you can save the file. You can tweak it a bit if you want to. Save the file and then upload it to Spreaker. Do it that way. For me, for the podcasts, I podcast so much all day long that it's just an extra step I don't need, or an extra 2 steps I don't need. But if I can edit the audio recording well enough for Audible on there, then I can. That's going to be brilliant. I doubt I would be able to, but I'm happy to record it and then take it into the music studio and give it a proper engineering treatment, and then upload it. Well, it'll be uploaded on the podcast, and probably by Friday you'll get the story as well. No music, so you're not allowed to do music on these podcasts, sadly, even if you own it. So you'll get I'll be reading you bedtime stories on Friday from the Book of Immersion, and hopefully the graphic novel will all be ready as well. God, I hope so. But I'm really pleased. So tonight, or maybe this afternoon, I'll do it this afternoon, I'm going to read the story, check it out for suitability, give it a tweak in the edit studio if needed. Otherwise, I can upload it straight to Final Cut Pro. I've also got the app there. Now, let's just talk about money. So the Logic Pro app on iPad is $4.99 a month. We get a month free trial. The Final Cut Pro is also £5 a month. I can't remember if I got a free trial or not, but so be it. And iMovie is free. I'm using all 3 of those software interfaces on iPad, and they're working for me. They're simple enough, but they're high quality enough for broadcast standard, and that's what I need. That's all I need. I don't need anything more. I don't need, the sound of a cinema, a real proper cinema. I just need people with handheld hardware to be able to watch my films, and possibly a TV. Now, I was at my daughter's the other day, and she has this. Did you hear my knee click then? You probably wonder what it was. She has speakers in the ceiling, speakers behind the sofa, speakers either side of the TV. And we didn't actually listen to any TV, but she said she doesn't notice the difference. But I thought, well, therein lies the truth of somebody who has the best. You won't notice the difference because you never experience sound elsewhere. It's your home, and that's what you're used to. But I bet if suddenly it all broke down and it was just coming out of the TV speaker, she probably would notice the difference. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'll have, next time I go there, I'll have a listen and I'll let you know if I think it's, makes a difference or not. What else? I think that's it. Oh, I put the Zoom mic on a little three-legged spider stand with bendy legs, and you can put those sort of anywhere. You can wrap them around bars. I mean, I have got a bar at the headboard of the four-poster bed, so I could wrap it round there, but I may expose it to sort of tinny noise reverb if I do that. So what I actually did just now in my experiment, I had 2 cushions, made them quite stable, and perched, should I say, the Zoom mic on top. And really the acoustics were perfect for vocal audiobook recording. There was nothing horrific occurring. There was no sound bouncing around. And I don't even have the final curtain. I've got 3 curtains down on the 4-poster, but when I record proper like, I will put the final one down. And I think that is going to be pretty damn good. So, yeah, big up for the H6. I've finally, touch my head, managed to work out a doable way, because these recordings are going to come thick and fast. And when you're doing something thick and fast, that's why the H6 is so good for newsreaders. It's broadcast standard. They've got to go out, they've got to run out and do a quick recording constantly. So how cool is that? Of course, it's ready to go whenever I need. It doesn't take up a lot of room. I've got a little shelf bookcase at the end of the bed with a spare shelf, and that I can put it when I'm done with it. And I'm probably not going to do... I mean, I might even try and do some vocals on it for my next single. Who knows? It may work if it's good enough. I process my vocals anyway. That's not me really singing. They're heavily processed. So if it's probably going to be, just as good as the Rhodes mic. So, and just smaller. I'm a little woman. So there we go, guys. That's the update so far. I'll be back later on with more. Because I'm on a road to discovery today, I really am. But I best get on with this bloody book because I want it out by Friday. So take care, and I'll be back soon.